Hey guys, welcome to Awesome Reviews. This is Charlie bringing you the reaction and review to the Mary Poppins Returns trailer with probably the least appropriate shirt wearing for this. Sorry, I'm just doing all these in one batch. I wore this for the Captain Marvel trailer. Didn't really think about the next trailer. I didn't really think about the other trailers I was going to be reacting to today. Yeah. Closest thing is Marvel Yondu Mary Poppins. That's the closest I can do, sort of degrees of separation wise, for explaining this. Oh well, but yeah, Mary Poppins was a big part of my sort of childhood, as it were. I mean, I watched all the Disney films pretty much on repeat as a child. So any sequel or remake or anything like that is highly anticipated in my eyes. Dumbo, looking forward to that one. Even if the first trailer was a bit weird for that one, hopefully this is a little bit better. I did see the first trailer for this. This is actually trailer number 2, but it's the first one you've seen me react to. I have seen the first one, of course, but. I enjoyed it. It was that sort of nice teaser trailer. I was like, yes, that's the scene very nicely. If you're going to get someone to play Mary Poppins many years later, I feel like you can't really do much worse. I feel like that's the wrong phrasing. I feel like there's no one really better for the role than Emily Blunt. That's the phrasing. No one really better than Emily Blunt, really, you could choose from in this day and age to play Mary Poppins. If you're going to try and do it, I think Emily Blunt is your best bet. So very pleased with the casting for this. If I'm honest, even if it does feel a little bit sacrilege to maybe go back to Mary Poppins, like it's still a little bit tentative. Like, is this like a good idea? Hopefully it is. I know Emily Blunt feels the same way, so that's a good sign, really. She kind of felt like it was a little bit sacrilege to maybe accept this, but so hopefully this works out well, and isn't like a Lion King 2 situation. Even though that was even a much shorter gap between the two than this one, of course. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's get some of this sort of nostalgia, sort of anticipation kind of deal on the road, eh? Good old Disney. Wait.
I honestly can't remember why we kept most of
I
this
still
stuff
got
to
it.
begin
Ben
with.
Wisher on this as
Don't you
well.
remember that kite? We used to love flying that with Mother and Father.
Those days are long behind me.
Honestly, I would watch Ben Wisher on pretty much anything. That's from the trailer. Oh, I keep forgetting who's in this. Yes, Lin-Manuel Miranda, of course, as well.
As I live and breathe.
I was flying the kite and it got caught on a nanny.
Mary,
Poppins, you came back.
you seem hardly to have aged at all.
Really?
Time
One
Lord.
never discusses a woman's age, Michael. Would have hoped I taught you better.
Okay, I'm feeling a lot more confident about this right now.
What brings you here after all this time?
Same thing that brought me the first time. I've come to look after the bank's children.
Us?
Oh, yes, you too.
We're about to lose our
I love
home.
the fact she didn't register
Everything's fallen to
those
pieces
as the
since your
children
mother.
immediately.
I miss Mother.
Nothing's gone forever.
Of course, yeah.
Only out of place.
It's a good thing you come along when you did, Mary Poppins.
How'd you do that?
Do what?
Okay. Yep, I'm on board. Fully on board.
So you've been off filling the children's heads with stuff and nonsense.
You've forgotten what it's like to be a child.
Hey, didn't you get full of stuff and nonsense? Oh wow.
Everything is possible.
I suppose you have to, really.
For the impossible.
Was he announced before this? Yes. I mean, that's a pleasant surprise at the end there, Dick Van Dyke. I'm not sure if Dick Van Dyke was announced, at the very least. I hadn't seen any announcement for Dick Van Dyke, so that was a very pleasant surprise at the end of that cast. That was a very good way to do it. It's like, yeah, all the cast members. Dick Van Dyke! Okay. But yeah, I suppose if you're going to have a connection to Dick Van Dyke, I don't know if Julie Andrews is in this in any way, shape, or form. If they are, they're keeping her involvement very quiet. But I suppose if you're going to have one of the two, it's probably better to have Dick Van Dyke, because I feel like if you have Julie Andrews, it does possibly even if you have Julie Andrews in a cameo role, I feel like it might take away a little bit from so it might distract a little bit from Emily Blunt a little bit too much. So I think it might be a wise idea maybe not to have Julie Andrews in this at all. But yes, Dick Van Dyke you can probably definitely get away with, and yes. Like the teaser trailer didn't really give too much away, didn't really help calm the nerves in any way, shape, or form. It's like, this could be good, but it was just that early part. I was like, yeah, okay, this might be done well, but just sort of gave the anticipation a little bit, but didn't really sort of consolidate any sort of nerves, as it were. Just went, ooh, a little bit more anticipated for this, but still a little bit hesitant. They might all go wrong. However, I know it's just a trailer, but I'm feeling it. Yeah. Not gonna lie, probably gonna watch this as immediately as possible. December 19th is obviously a very awkward time to watch things as quickly as possible, but yes, if you're gonna do Mary Poppins, you release it at Christmas when you can watch it as a family. Perfect time to release it. Cast is great. I had actually no idea about Colin Firth or Meryl Streep, which is kind of a weirdly amusing sort of Mamma Mia connection now, I just realised as well. But they're big names. But yeah, Colin Firth and Ben Whishaw and Julie Walters is a sort of Paddington connection as well. I mean, if you're going to have another one of these ones, like heartwarming sort of children's things, you've got two parts. You've got two parts Paddington as well in there, which is, you can't really go too wrong if you have that. So that's kind of nice as well, in a sort of a tangential way. But yeah, I feel like everyone's cast perfectly well in this. I have no idea who, obviously, Colin Firth and Meryl Streep, no idea who they're playing in any way, shape, or form. But as I was saying beforehand, if you're gonna do Mary Poppins in this day and age, I feel like Emily Blunt is your best bet. I very much feel like I have confirmed that kind of feeling with this trailer. I feel like she's done a perfect job in terms of what we've seen in the trailer. Absolutely nailed the feel. I mean, it's been a very good sort of nostalgic couple of years, and obviously we've had the success with Paddington. I never got around to watching Christopher Robin. I don't know if it's still playing. Hopefully it's still playing somewhere, and I might be able to pick up on that. But the trailers for that were very promising. It just sort of came out at a very awkward time for me to actually just go and watch things. I haven't really been able to go and watch things for a little while now. I'm hoping to maybe go this week and the next week and to sort of a catch up day and watch everything that I've missed. Obviously you've got the Christopher Robin, and now you've got Mary Poppins coming out at Christmas as well. So yeah, it's been a very good sort of nostalgic few years, particularly for British sort of stuff. And of course you've got the Lion King as well, which obviously isn't as British, but I know Mary Poppins is obviously released under Disney, but it's still a very British institution rather than I feel like it's very much a British institution, probably more due to the setting than anything. But even though obviously Dick Van Dyke is not British and is the origin of the fake British accent, or the dodgy British accent, gotta love him for it. But yeah, you look back and go, that's but there's a certain charm to that accent, really. But gotta love him for it. It's iconic. It's iconic for all, even though it's not obviously it's ridiculed as a British accent, but it's iconic in its own way as a result. And you wouldn't have it any other way now. You're looking back, you wouldn't change it. You wouldn't try and make it more realistic in any way, shape, or form. It's iconic in its own way. So yeah, you wouldn't go back and change that. But I am really looking forward to this now. I was on the fence a little bit. December 19th is a little bit awkward, so it might be a case of maybe gathering a few people and hopefully maybe trying to go and watching it together. But It's a really awkward time, December 19th. So hopefully this should be alright to go watch it now that I no longer work in the cinema. It gets a little bit more awkward to try and watch this stuff as quickly as possible. So hopefully I can be there as soon as possible. And until the next time, ta-ra.